My name is Alex Chasko. I'm the Chief Technical Officer at the Teeling Whiskey Company, which basically means that I'm the guy who's in charge of making the whiskey. And this is Teeling Whiskey. Teeling Whiskey Company is the first new distillery in Dublin in 124 years. So our process starts with barley that we have in silos at the back of the building. The barley comes from the silo through a screw conveyor into the mill, and then in the wet mill, water is added to the barley, and it's ground up into what brewers and distillers describe as a mash. Now, mash is just a fancy word for a porridge. So that mash is a mixture of barley and water, and that's pumped from the mill into the lauter tun. In the lauter tun, we then extract the fermentable sugars from it. So we spray hot water across the top of the bed of mash. To call it something special, so we call it wash. That is then transferred to the fermenters where we add yeast. The yeast eats the sugar, produces alcohol. That process is called fermentation. That takes anywhere from 2 to 4 days. And at the end of that, we have alcohol. Then heat the alcohol. The alcohol boils at a lower temperature than water. So the alcohol vapors rise up the neck of the steam, or neck of the still, and come across to the condenser. The condenser is just a shell and tube that's got a bunch of cold water running through the middle of it. So that is very cool. And those hot vapors hit the condenser, condense back down into a liquid, and we pump that into the receiver. So we go from about 8% alcohol in the wash till up to about 26–30% alcohol. We have a few different challenges for us as a new company setting up. One is that we're in a new facility with new equipment, new process, new staff, and just sort of trying to come together with the production process to produce unique and unusual whiskeys consistently. That's a challenge. But then there's also the challenges of taking our mature stock and trying to produce branded product that can be sold throughout the world. I think what we have here to offer at the Teeling Whiskey Company, you can walk in, you can see the stills, you can see the production, you can see myself and the other distillers here working. It's a real chance to feel and touch and smell what's going on in the real production of whiskey. We're not behind a glass wall. We're not showing you, a diorama or a video of what's going on with whiskey production. You get a chance to actually see, smell, and feel the full production process in one room. I think that somebody who's coming to Teeling Whiskey for the first time should realize that what we're really focusing on is the flavor. What we're really focusing on is how they're going to enjoy that whiskey. And we've put a lot of thought and time and energy into that. There's been a lot of effort that's gone into trying to make it taste and smell and perform in a unique way for people who like whiskey, and for people who don't like whiskey, maybe surprise them in the fact that they might find something that they do like about whiskey.